Hey everyone, it's Major Reaction coming at you with my latest figure review. Today we will be reviewing the Final Fantasy XII Play Arts Ashe action figure. This is a very nice looking figure. Really nicely sculpted and detailed. It's really gorgeous detail. Really nicely done. This is my first Play Arts review. And this figure is really nice. We're going to go ahead and go over some of the sculpt and show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so here we go. Here she is in all her glory. You can see everything is basically all done in different sculpts. Each piece is like not just painted on, they're actually all sculpted. They're like little pieces of cloth actually on her. It's really nicely done. Even the detail on her sword is fantastic. Really nice shiny silver with that nice jewel-like blue in it. Really ornate, really well done. All the clothes are really nicely done. Her armor pieces down to the shoes and the little lace area. Yeah, so all together we got a pretty neat figure here. We're gonna go ahead and go over the articulation. Well, first we'll go over everything she comes with. She comes with this sword, which is removable. Has a little peg piece there, which you can fit into this little hole in her hand. Right there. So that's really nice. Go ahead and put her back on her stand and we'll go over all the articulation. Alright. So, go ahead and start off with the head. It's really nicely done. It moves in a 360-degree angle all the way around. You can look up, down, and you can only go so far back due to the sculpt of the hair. You can kind of stress it back a little, but you probably don't want to do that. It's a pretty expensive figure, so the last thing you want to do is break it. But good range of motion. Only problem is looking up. I don't see too big of a problem with that. Oh, shit. That didn't feel good. Alright, on the arms, elbows go up and down. You can go 360 degrees all the way around. The elbow is single jointed. There's a swivel at the wrist right here, so you can twist the hand all the way around. There's a swivel right above the bicep, or right above the elbow, right there. There's also another cut right here where you can do a swivel right above the bicep. So that gives pretty good posability on the arm. The only thing they didn't give you was a little wrist joint, so no action of the wrist. Move on down to her hips. She turns at the side like that. She can only go so far due to the, well, I guess you could move the top all the way around. The top kind of moves by itself, and then this part also seems to move down here. So you got two different parts. You got a cut right here at the mid, the waist, the mid stomach area. You got a cut at the waist also. As for the legs, they're on these kind of ball joints, but they're kind of really restricted by the skirt, so she can only move out her legs about that far. They can go back about that far. And they can go forward about that far due to the skirt. They can't move that far forward. The knees bend right here. It's like a single joint. It's kind of ugly looking when it's wide open though, like that, because it's kind of like rounded looking. There's not really any detail to it. It almost looks like on some of the Figma characters have that too. I have one. Oh, shit. Sorry. I'm not using my regular tripod today. Been having some trouble with it. Just kind of like this figure too from Figma, has that kind of odd looking knee joint. That's the only thing I don't really like about the legs. Other than that, pretty posable. Can allow for pretty decent range of motion. For a girl in a skirt, she probably shouldn't be doing too much more motion than that. Down here, there's no cut right there, but right below that little boot, there is a cut, so you can move the ankle left and right. You can move it actually all the way around if you want. Right here, you got a joint. It allows you to move the foot forward that far. It's stopped by the sculpt of the boot, and then back all the way. Looks a little funny when you go back all the way, but it allows it to go pretty far back. There's also this part right here. This can actually twist. It looks a little odd. See if I do that. It looks really funky. So, I mean, I don't really know what that's all about, but gives her a little extra range of motion, or makes her a little less stable depending on how loose that area is right there. That's pretty much it for the articulation. There's no more. Oh, yep, actually there's one more cut right here at the upper thigh area where you can swivel it there too. So that's all good. As for articulation, it's pretty decent for the size of the character. It's pretty good articulation, really nice sculpt. I think overall it is really comparative to the likeness of Ashe, so it's really well done. It has great detail into the character, and I'll go ahead and show it next to another one of the Final Fantasy XII characters to show you like the size of it compared to another one from the same line, which is Judge Gabriel that I have right here, and I'll show you how tall he is compared to her. So there you go. The Judge is a little bit, about a half a head taller. So I mean, but that's good because she's a female character and she's supposed to be a little shorter than the Judge. So altogether, out of 10, I'd probably give her 8 because I really like the sculpt and everything. It's just some of the articulation could have been a little better, like maybe like a little ab crunch or maybe some kind of ab crunching movement of some sort, and maybe a little better movement out of the leg area. I was just kind of, well, I guess the skirt moves up a little, so I guess you could kind of try to move it up and get a better range of motion out of those legs like that. But still, I don't know. If you kind of stress it, you can get more range, so that's pretty good. About 8.5 out of 10. This is a good figure. If you're into Final Fantasy, if you're especially into Final Fantasy XII, obviously this is one that you'd have to get. But if you're into Final Fantasy at all, and you want a female character that's pretty good, decent range of motion, good articulation, good sculpt, I'd choose this one. She's really nice, and the sword's really awesome. You could always take it from her and put it with somebody else. And they all come with, and it also comes with this neat little figure stand, so that's cool. Here's a look at the box really quick before we go. There's the box and the other figures, and that's what it looks like on the inside. It just comes in your basic packaging. Alright, well, that'll be all for the review. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe to see more videos like this. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. See you later.